alarm. If the word went round that Vivian Baring had barfed her brains out, well, first my colleagues, most of whom are my former students, would scramble madly for my position. Then their consciences would flare up, and so to honor my memory, they would put together a collection of their essays about John Donne. It would begin with a warm introduction, capturing all of my most endearing qualities. It would be short, but sweet. Published and perished. Now, watch this. I have to ring a bell to get someone to come in and measure this emesis and record on a chart my intake and output. This counts as output.
How are you doing, Miss Baring? Having some nausea?
Yes.
How did I take that?
It's about 300 cc's.
That all?
It was very hard work.
Yep. 300. Good guess. Is there anything else I can get for you? Some Jell-O or anything?
Thank you, no.
You okay all by yourself here?
Yes.
Not having a lot of visitors, are you?
None, to be precise.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Is there anybody you want me to call for you?
That won't be necessary.
Okay. Well, I'll pop my head in every once in a while to see how you're coming along. Lucky and the fellow should be in soon. If there's anything you need, you just ring.
Thank you.
Okay, just call.
In this dramatic structure, you will see the most interesting aspects of my tenure as an inpatient, receiving experimental chemotherapy for advanced metastatic ovarian cancer. But as I am a scholar before an impresario, I feel obliged to document what it is like here most of the time, between the dramatic spectacles, between the climaxes. In truth, it is like this. You cannot imagine how time can be so still. It hangs, it weighs, and yet there is so little of it. It goes so slowly, and yet it is so scarce. If I were writing this scene, I would make it last a full 15 minutes. I would lie here, and you would sit there. Not to worry, brevity is the soul of wit. But if you think 8 months of cancer treatment is tedious for the audience, consider how it feels to play my part. All right, it is Friday morning, grand rounds, action.
Dr. Baring.
Dr. Klekian.
Jason.
Professor Baring, how are you feeling today?
Fine.
Great, that's just great.
Grand rounds.
Very late
The
detection.
term is theirs.
Staged as 4
Not
upon admission.
grand in the traditional sense of sweeping or magnificent. Not
Exit
rounds
300
as in a
milligrams
musical
per meter
canon
squared,
or a
Vin
round
at
of
100.
applause, though either would be
Today's cycle
refreshing
2,
at
day
this
3.
point.
Both
But
cycles
here
have
round
been full
seems
dose.
to signify darting
The
around
primary
the main
site is
issue,
here,
which
behind the
I
left
suppose would
ovary.
be the struggle for life.
Metastases
My
suspected
life.
in the peritoneal
With heated
cavity,
discussions
all
of
through
other
legs,
complaints,
here and
side effects, additional
here.
treatments. Grand rounds is not grand opera, but compared
Full
to just
lymphatic
lying
involvement.
here, it's positively dramatic. Full of
At the time of
subservience,
first look surgery, a
hierarchy,
significant part of the
gratuitous
tumor was
displays,
evoked mostly
sublimated
throughout this
rivalries.
area.
I feel
Here,
right at home. It's just like
left
a
to right
graduate
ovaries,
seminar.
fallopian
With
tubes,
one
all
important
out.
difference. In grand rounds, they
Evidence
read
of
me
primary
like a
site
book.
shrinkage.
Once I
Shrinking
did
in
the
metastatic
teaching, now
tumors
I am
has
taught.
not been documented.
This is much easier.
Primary mass, frankly,
I just
palpable
hold
in
still,
pelvic exam.
cancerous.
Frankly, also
Requires
have
us acting
here
every
and
time.
here.
Excellent command of details.
Excellent command of details.
I taught him, you know.
Okay. Problem areas with Hex and Vin.
Well, first, of course, is myelosuppression, a lowering of the blood cell counts. With this combination of agents, nephrotoxicity will be next.
Go on.
The kidneys are designed to filter out impurities in the bloodstream. In trying to filter the chemotherapeutic agent out of the bloodstream, the kidneys will shut down.
Intervention.
Hydration.
Monitoring.
Full recording of fluid intake and output, as you will see here on these graphs, to monitor hydration and kidney function. Totals monitored daily by the clinical fellow, as per the protocol.
Anybody else? Side effects.
Nausea and vomiting.
Jason.
Routine.
Pain while urinating.
Routine.
Psychological depression.
No way.
Anybody else? Other complaints with hexamethylphosphocyl and vinplatin?
Mouth sores.
Not yet.
Skin rash.
Nope.
Why do we waste our time, Dr. Bering?
I do not know, Dr. Kleckingen.
Use your eyes. Jesus got hair loss.
Come
No
on,
fair.
say it.
Jason,
Hair loss after first cycle of treatment.
that's better. Dr. Bering, full dose, excellent. Keep pushing the fluids. Jason, huh? Clinical.
Oh, right. Thank you, Professor Bering. You've been very cooperative.
Wasn't that grand? At times, this obsessively detailed examination seems to me to be a nefarious business. On the other hand, what is the alternative? Ignorance. Ignorance may be bliss, but it is not a very noble goal. So I play my part. I receive chemotherapy, throw up, am subjected to countless indignities, feel better, go to sleep. 8 cycles, 8 neat little strophes. Oh, there have been the usual variations, subplots, red herrings, hepatotoxicity, liver poison, neuropathy, nerve death. They are medical terms. I looked them up. It has always been my custom to treat words with respect. I can remember the time, the very hour of the very day when I knew words would be my life's work. It was my 5th birthday. I like that one best.
Read another.
I think I'll read The Tale of Flopsy Bunnies. The Tale of Flopsy Bunnies. It has little bunnies on the front. The Tale of Flopsy Bunnies by Beatrix Potter. It is said that the effect of eating too much lettuce is What is that word?
Sound it out.
Soporific. 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 Soporific, what does that mean?
Soporific, causing sleep.
Causing sleep.
Makes you sleepy.
Makes you sleepy.
Correct.
Soporific means makes you sleepy. Soporific.
Now use it in a sentence. What has a soporific effect on you?
Soporific effect on you.
What makes you sleepy?
Nothing.
Correct.
What about you?
What has a soporific effect on me? Now let me think. Boring conversations, I suppose, after dinner.
Me too. Boring conversation.
Carry on.
It is said that the effect of eating too much lettuce is soporific. The little bunnies in the picture are asleep, like you said, because of soporific. The illustration bore out the meaning of the word just as he had explained it. At the time, it seemed like magic. So imagine the effect that the words of John Donne first had on me. Ratiocination, concatenation, coruscation, tergiversation. Medical terms are less evocative, but still. I want to know what the doctors mean when they anatomize me. And I will admit that in this particular field of endeavor, they possess a more potent arsenal of terminology than I. My only defense is the acquisition of vocabulary.